Let's check out this racing game from my youth, PlayStation's Kinetica. It was a racing style game, hot off the presses from, I guess, SSX and Cool Borders. They kind of wanted to replace that like downhill Trickstyle race game with a track lap speed game. And I really liked it. I think I'm one of the rare people that actually like this game. So let's check it out. I think the right thing to do with racing games is to just do single races, and then you can kind of adjust the number of laps and the number of tracks that you want to do. A season might be a little intense, so let's do single race. It's also another one of those games where you had to unlock a lot of racers, so we could be starting out with the basics, not really the best guys. Let's try Sarah. Why not just start from the top? Alternate. Oh, alternate color, cool. Do they have alternate stats? No, they don't. Zera, Acropolis. Why not? I always like these kind of futuristic style games like EGX on Nintendo 64, and of course I'm a big Wipeout guy. Oh shit! I don't even know how to go. All right, so let's see. X is go. X is go. I'm using the analog. I don't like that. And we're on the track. All right, they're bumping me. Admittedly, it looks good. Like even the amount of like the physicality of the racer, how they're bumping me, and like all their independent limbs are getting bounced all around. You know, trading paint. It's like they're anatomically correct. Okay. So I'm holding X. Let's see what the buttons do. The shoulders don't really seem to do anything. Circle, I think square slowed me down a little bit, so I don't want to hit that button. We're getting some boost pads. Maybe the shoulder buttons in the air are the Trickstyle. A little bit. She spread herself out a little bit. Oh, I'm doing flips. All right. One flip. And you see how the track kind of has this half pipe, you know, ramp on the edge of it? So the name of the game is to do tricks when you get air. See, I bailed. I fucking bailed. You want to do tricks so that way you can get boost. A lot of racing games. Basically, there was the one style of racing game, and that was the arcade racer, where you're just going, you know. Cruising USA, right? Straightforward. And that kind of got boring because what are you going to do? You know, hit a lamp, hit a pedestrian. They started trying to invigorate that franchise with, you know, bats and chains and road rash. Maybe you could hit somebody, right? Spy Hunter, maybe you could shoot something. But the whole drive forward and race didn't really work. It was kind of lame. So then they said, okay, we're going to crunch those programming numbers and we're going to make a countable table, and that's going to be for the number of laps. And then they invented track racing, a la real life. But everybody who liked racing games wanted to play with real cars. Look at this, I got a boost. Let's figure out how to boost. There we go, R2. R2's my boost. Finally. And I'm out again. So they figured out how to make tracks, so you didn't just have to run on this infinite highway. But everybody that was into racing games were really into cars. They weren't into racing, they were into cars. So you had the original Need for Speed with Ferrari and Lamborghini and, I don't know, Volkswagen. And that had its audience. But then there was an audience that wanted something more, you know? An audience not just from the 80s, but from the 90s. An audience that wanted something futuristic and cool. And so for that audience, they designed the hover race. Your F-Zeros, your Wipeout HDs, and your Kineticas. And these were games that were trying to basically not reinvent racing, but reinvent the vehicle. What vehicle would you use to race? And so they came up with, you know, hovercrafts. You know, what if instead of a handbrake you could drift? No point style? Even though I did a 360 style? See, look at this girl. She's fucking dancing all around me. They're doing tricks on the ground, too. Alright, alright. Whoa, L2. Look, even the flips get me nothing. Alright, we're gonna figure out the rules. But they invented this futuristic race style where you could kind of use the air brakes and the hand brakes to drift back and forth. In the new style of racing. Hovercraft drifting racing. You had Hydro Thunder, and many others. Jet Moto. So really it was not reinventing racing, it was reinventing the vehicle. And they always seem to interest me more, even though I'm a big fan of like sim-style racers like Gran Turismo. So it was kind of like two genres in one, right? The realistic style and then the futuristic style. Let's see if I can look at what the control scheme is and figure out how to do some more tricks. I like this theme song too. There was, again, it's the 2000s. See, we're heading into the 2000s. And there's a lot of, we're ambitious for the future. So you have a lot of movies and you have a lot of music that's got this sci-fi style. Kind of reminds you like Time Splitter's sci-fi style. So let's see these controls, right? R1 is stunt. Hold R1 and use the stunt. R2 is boost. L2 is use power up. I just don't know what the power-ups do. And L1 is drag turn. So it's not a left or right shift. It's just, if you need a handbrake, it's L1. Non-functional. I wish that I could use the D-pad instead of the L stick. Rear view, siphon boost. I wonder what that means. Gas, brake, reverse. To be honest, they should just have you going as fast as possible. Because you're never going to need a brake in a game. Siphon boost. Maybe when I'm over those strips, I have to siphon it. You don't get it automatically. All right. Or you can click L3. So they want you to be able to drive with the sticks. All right, no big deal. I liked it. Maybe I'll let's see this. Let's try some more single races, and I'll try out a different racer. So what did she have? Admittedly, she had good handling, but was not the fastest. It's going to be the same thing again with this girl, I guess. Green? I like that green. Dusk. Let's try Lost City. Can I select the track times? Best track time. So they make me do... Look at this. Single race option. It's just all the same thing. They're going to make me do three laps no matter what. Alright, we're going to Lost City. Hold siphon boost. We'll drive it over boost pads. And I'm getting blown out already. Oh my god, she doesn't have better handling. Just worse handling. I'm on dirt track. Alright, let's remember that. Whoa, slow down on the PS2. Slow down on the PS2. Whoa. Alright, remember, L1 is brake. Wow, this level doesn't really load that well. I wonder what the problem is. Ooh, frame rate shit. Oh my god, all the special effects. Alright, R1 is trick. At least hey, I'll tell you what they got right about this game. At least, wow, it's fast. At least they let you bang off the walls and you don't get like stuck or anything, you know? It's not like you're getting like, get Dirt 5. Just slip on a germ and get stuck. So I can't stunt on the ground. I don't have power-ups or boost. Can't siphon boost. I bet my L1 drift turn, oh my god, did you see that guy? My L1 drift turn is gonna, it's not even really helping me corner. I think that just holding left and right works the best. There's no boost pads to siphon or anything. At least, if there's no boost pads on the ground, then the AI can't just like auto track it and speed up away from you. They're kind of doing a decent job staying near me. I like that you can ride up on the walls because you're so fast, you're just gonna bang. Look, I could barely catch air. Look, I'm catching air. Holding the trick button, doing nothing. I'm still tricking. It's the most minimal amount of boost. You would think that if the point of the game is to do a lot of tricks in the air, we'd be getting air like every 2 seconds. I caught air once in the whole track. Look, not even there. Look, that was the only spot, and you didn't even know. And then the mandatory last lap boost. I mean, just hold it here. It's like, can you do grinds? No, I was thinking like do a grind on that wall. I don't really know where the race technique is, you know? Where the jumps are. It looks like that hallway in Devil May Cry 4, where the metal fish come out of the ground. I never really liked that game. There we go, let's do some tricks. Oh, okay, that was fun. It's like you don't want to rotate because then she's going to bail, so you just try and, you know, spread her out and it doesn't really work. So R1 is trick. Do I hit buttons with the trick?
Faster stunts.
I got some kind of a faster stunts. Alright, we'll use that. Oh, you really pulled one off. At least I got first place. Jeez Louise. Are you sure? Yeah, I'm sure. Let's try another. I mean, it is fast, but I don't really get what the race technique is. You know what I mean? Like, I'm kind of just accelerating. Vigor. In the blue? No, not that. I keep hitting options by mistake. Vigor. Golden? Yeah, we'll try him. He's big. Might be slow. Electrica, okay. I like just doing this, just doing a track or two, you know? Doesn't have to be a whole career. He's heavy. He's top heavy. He's bottom heavy. It's like I'm rotating his wheelchair, but his torso doesn't move. Oh my god, siphon boost. With the circle button while holding the X button. Maybe I should use, you can't use the R stick to accelerate, because then you want to reach from the right analog stick to circle, or do you want to reach from X to circle? I can't flip upside down. He doesn't do a full fucking front flip. He literally turned himself upside down and then stopped. And then I tried to rotate him, and it's like, okay, you turn backward and you're still upside down. Dumbass. I'm tricking. I'm holding the trick button to trick. Damn it. This is like that level in Jet Mode. Oh, I took my thumb off the X button so I can press circle and stop accelerating. I'm siphoning. Oh, L3 to siphon. Oh. Burst attack. Oh, we got some weapons in the game. Can't just be a racing game. Didn't design the race mechanic well enough. Gotta have some weapons in the game. Shit game that I remember from my youth liking. Just bounce against the wall. There's not really a lot of steering going on. You're just trying to go fast. Siphon again. Do some loop-de-loops in this hole. Looks like prey in outer space. Look, I'm tricking. What does that mean, dude? I'm shrugging. He's slow. I don't like this guy. He's slow. I like him fast and nimble. Look, I'm tricking. Okay, but I fell. What's the point of tricking if you're gonna fall? There was a game called Trickstyle on PC, and it was like this hoverboard skateboard game. So you're in a skate park, and it's not really about racing. It's just about, you know, doing tricks on a hoverboard. And they give you a skate park and a ramp in this PC demo, and it's like, well, this is the whole game. Like, you think games as a service is bad now? They were asking us to pay to unlock games that we already bought in the 90s. Yeah, 30% boost. Use that shit. even tell where I am. I'm doing it. L, L, L. He just puts his hands up. It's like when you let go of the bar on the roller coaster. That's the only trick he can do. I love how he's like bouncing and fucking weaving. All right, good enough. Kind of a little tail whip. I'm still in first. Do you want to use that power up, or does the L2 button not work anymore? And look, there's like, at least I can appreciate when you slam into the wall or a corner. All the corners in this game are round. They just push you back into onto the track. Finish, first place. That sucked. But that's what it was like in the arcade, especially if you play those racing games. Just sitting in that booth, thudding in your brain span. Alright, one player, single race. Who else can I be? Zia! Oh, we know what kind of girl she is. We'll do pink. Orbital junction. We'll just do them in order. Use brake during a turn to throw yourself into a controlled skid. I think it sounds like the stupidest idea that I've ever seen. I maybe think that Sarah was the best of who I used. There we go, trick. Oh, maybe this girl's got fast tricks. The frame rate is also very inconsistent. It's like a 35 to 40 hybrid. Let's try and siphon some boost. Oh, I'm down here. Wait a minute, I'm trying to siphon the boost from down there. Alright, I could see that I needed to like adjust my ramp style and land on it, and I just missed it. So I need to hit a skid. The whole track is a circle. I fucking accept. And then it turns it from a cylinder to a roundabout. The only fucking thing that's gonna stop you. I'm trapped in there. This laser dome arena flash. Where's the seizure warning, huh? Laser tag. It was always great, but you'd go to like, you know, once a year, and there were 3 different laser tag places. Like, how many birthdays can keep these businesses afloat? I think the answer was not many. Now they have, like, steakhouses where you can throw an axe. You know? It was like tossing your peanut shells on the floor wasn't enough of a buy-in. What if we gave you a hatchet to throw? Would that make you buy a steak from us? A frozen chain restaurant steak? Anyway. Can I trick on the ground? How do I catch this air? Oh, fuck. It's an advanced track. You gotta be an advanced player to land on that boost pad. I've never used L1 yet. Not tricking, not tricking. They just spread their legs. She's kind of slippery. They should have allowed you to trick on the ground and then like shoot projectiles to fight. If that's really what it is. That's what it is. If you're gonna have a racing game where there's projectiles because you need weapons to stop the opponent, because there's not enough ways to earn boost to catch up to the opponent, and then everybody's got to have guns, and it's basically got to be ways to like shoot and reload your ammo, or your ammo gets knocked out of you when you get shot. You got, you know, something. You can't take away people's ammo, but you want to be able to shoot them. But then the other problem with projectiles in racing games is it stops you from going fast, and you want to drive, you want to move, you want to go fast. Fuck, you don't want to fall off and miss your boost. So getting shot and getting spun out and slowing down is not fun. So it's like you need ways to race well and get boost and go fast. That's what's fun about racing games. Handling the car and learning the track. Look, I'm tricking. I'm tricking. It doesn't work. I'm holding L2 the whole time.
Super boost.
Super boost. The only way I get boost is like lap 3, automatic boost. It's like round 3 of Soul Calibur, automatic super. Like I'm tricking. Super boost. And there's no handling because you bounce off the walls. So you would just want speed. Like you don't need to know about your car's durability because there's no health and there's no weapons, they're not going to damage you. And then you don't need to know about handling or cornering because you bounce off the wall, so you just need raw speed. Alright. Master this game yet. Yeah, now she's tricking afterward. She's like the star of the show. What was her name? Zia? Zia. What about Xenon? I like that color scheme. The yellow? Xenon. What else? Locked. Be first in each race in Season 1 to unlock this... Fuck, I could have just fucking done that. There's only one more track? No. 5 tracks? How many racers are there? Mazzo? Look at how many racers there are. Let's try Xenon. What track was fun? We'll do Metropolis again. Macropolis again. I'll tell you, Electrica looked really bland. And you could fall off and there weren't a lot of places to do tricks. You would think you'd be jumping all over the place. Or at least, what about those, like, dividing lines? Can I grind on those rails? Like... In Orbital Junction, that was also kind of lame, so let's try Macropolis again. And what is this? What's the code to unlock this? Do I have like a PS cheat? Let's try Macropolis again. And then I guess I'm done. That sucks. That's all the game there is? I like this video, though. Is this the only track that has a video? Whoa, boy. Oh, shit, I didn't hold X. I was too distracted. I was distracted by a different button. Wait a minute. The frame rate's dying again? I don't remember this happening the first time through. There's like some science fiction taxi driving game. I can tell I kind of lost it. I lost it. Who cares? I lost it. We've seen it. We've basically seen it. We've seen the whole game. 4 tracks. I mean, Kinetica, it's okay. You know. What would you do to make it better? You keep playing, but it's like you can't trick on the ground. None of the courses let you catch air. So why are we playing this? Like, Jet Moto is better. Jet Moto, it's like bouncing. You're having trouble handling. This game's it's too easy. There's too much boost, it's too easy. Wipeout HD and F-Zero are real race games. You gotta learn those tracks and when to boost. This game, it's just Trickstyle. Oh. Another one bites the dust. Kinetica.